welcome back to Bench Riders Podcast. That's Bucky.
Bucky. That's Amanda.
And we're back for the second episode of the day. We changed clothes.
Yes. Oh, we did change
because
clothes.
we wanted to give you guys the illusion that we did this.
Guess what? We told you right off the rip that it's the same day, new episode, baby.
But you know what? I like your outfit better now.
I like your outfit better now.
Thank you.
Can we hear a round of applause for the headband? Because I think it looks spectacular.
Do you?
I love it.
It's kind of retro.
No, it's cute.
It's kind of like tennis girl chic. I'm going for those tennis boys now. They have the money.
They have the money. Oh, wait. I didn't mention this, but I want to mention this on this podcast. We both changed our hair up, and I think it's like a new vibe for us.
Yeah, I went blonder, and she went more brunette, so she's really gunning for Aaron Rodgers now, and I'm really gunning for Tiger Woods. And that's a fact.
We are just trying to fit the roles that we need to play, and that's just that.
Well, we want to give the people that watch us options. You can enjoy the blonde, or you can enjoy the brunette.
And if you don't enjoy either, please don't tell us, because again, I already had a 13th reason. It might be my 14th. I don't know.
What? I don't even need that many reasons.
Yeah, we don't even need that many.
Okay.
Well, let's roll right into it.
Let's roll right into it. So since we recapped last episode, for the most part, we told you everything, but we left one very crucial piece of information out that we want to talk about right now.
It makes me sad. Okay.
Moment of silence.
Moment of silence
for
the Airbnb scandal.
Oh my God. The potential $500 that we and 3 others will have to pay because of the Airbnb we stayed in for Lauren O'Dell. Sorry, not your fault.
Not Lauren O'Dell's
your wedding.
Yeah, we stayed at an Airbnb in Huntsville, Alabama, and this Airbnb, is so cute. Like, we found it online.
Well, it was tropical,
yes.
And I'm like, we are in Huntsville, Alabama. Why did you think that tropical is fine?
I don't know.
There was tropical wallpaper. There was pink umbrellas outside. Like, it felt like you were at the beach in Huntsville.
Very new, like very clean feeling to it. Essentially what happened, this was like a week and a half ago now at this point. The host, I will not say the name. Dude, I don't think we can say the name.
Okay, well, we can change it.
Okay, well, good.
Peter.
The host, Peter, messaged us and said that basically like claiming that we made these scratches on their floor in the dining room underneath like where their chair sits. Now, the chair had metal legs and the floor that Peter is claiming to be hardwood are laminate as fuck. Like, they are cheap floors, and he's claiming he's claiming that we scraped the floors, but if you're going to put chairs in a dining room and tell me not to sit on them, why are they in there?
Airbnb, either sponsor us or don't make us liable here, because
I know
I can't handle any more stress.
No, Peter took it to the claims department, and so I'm in like a legal battle. Not legal, that's like extreme.
Legal jargon.
I'm in legal jargon. I'm in a claims battle right now with Peter, myself, and Pedro, our like mediator.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But please keep us in your prayers, because I do not. $500 is like something not even in my scope right now, so I can't.
I can't afford it. Mostly is the problem. Peter, so please drop it.
Please drop it.
Let's move right along to pop culture from the bench segment. Just one quick thing. It's honestly not that big of a story, but it really just ties into what we talked about last episode with BB Rexa being hit in the face by a phone.
Dude.
People at concerts, I don't know what they're going to do to like get people to stop throwing things on stages, but at Pink's concert this week, one of her concert goers threw her mother's ashes on the stage.
Insane. That is crazy.
And Pink
crazy town USA.
Like, well, Pink was very. That is another unprecedented scenario. Like, what do you do when someone throws their mother's ashes on the stage? Pink handled it very well. She picks them up, was quite confused, as anyone would be.
She was like asking, she was like, your mom? Your mom? Like, she was like,
is your mom in a bag?
Yeah. It wasn't even like a nice urn. It was literally like a Ziploc baggie. That's horrible. I don't even want to laugh at that. That's horrible.
Saver. She didn't want an urn.
I know. Dude, that's
She's a bargain hunter.
That is so. Now, would mom be happy? I wonder if like the actions that occurred that day.
Well, I need more information. Like,
is mom a big Pink fan?
Well, they're gonna arrest this person as well. I wonder if them and phone person are gonna be in jail together, side by side.
I don't know.
Maybe they can talk about it. Hopefully, we get a statement from the ashes person.
The ashes person.
As to why they threw them on stage. I feel like it's gonna be hard, because if for some reason they come out and say like yeah, my mom wanted her ashes spread on Pink's feet.
Yeah, on Pink's feet.
Then, like, it's almost like you feel a little bit bad.
Pink would probably almost feel like a little guilty for like.
You can't really be that mad at that because it's her mother's dying wish.
Her mother's dying. Mom is dead. Mom doesn't know one way or the other.
Breath, she's like, make sure I
throw
live
me at Pink. Oh my good God. But Pink, that is insane. What is like? Also, where did they put Mom's ashes to like sneaking into the concert? Don't they like check you up and down?
Thing. They do, but like you're allowed to bring some things in. So like, if it was in a clear bag, it would have been fine. Like it's not gonna go off in a metal detector.
Yeah. Well, they need to stop playing around because I'm not trying to not go to a concert with my phone because people are throwing phones at people.
Tonight, and I'm scared of what we might see.
I know.
Tyler, what is it?
Tyler Hubbard. Who'd you say?
Oh my God, Tyler Wade is Alix Earle's ex-boyfriend. Which we'll get back to in this episode. I'm so sorry.
Tyler Wade's concert?
I can't believe I just said
Tyler
his name
Hubbard,
like
formerly of Florida Georgia Line, who is now a solo artist.
If he's Florida or Georgia?
I believe he is the Georgia portion.
That would make sense because we're in Georgia. And we're seeing him in Georgia.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Sorry, Pink. Sorry, Pink.
Sorry, Pink. Sorry to the person who lost
their
mother.
To the
but
mom.
like, yeah, sorry, Mom.
Let's go ahead and move into our For the Drama because the reason why we had to do 2 recordings in one day is because we had so many stories that are just like...
The athletes have gone wild.
They've gone wild over the past like week and a half. It's actually insane. We've got a couple of things going on right here. I'm going to start with the bowling scandal.
Yes.
Bowling
this is like my favorite
scandal.
Story.
This is insane. We saw this on our TikTok for the first when it first broke.
But we also were just talking about in the last episode about like authority figures and students.
Yeah.
So please dive with us into this story.
Listen to this shit, guys. So, college bowling coach.
Who even knew there was college bowling?
I did, but I didn't know it was
Michigan, that's why.
I know. No, I know. I do actually it's actually a good thing. I had a couple of like old travel ball teammates who played bowling. Who rolled the balls. They rolled the balls into the pins.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. Stephen F. Austin University in Tejas, they're like renowned bowling team. Like they're like
Wait,
pretty.
I'm sorry.
They're like national champions.
I'm sorry to interrupt. So is Mookie Betts.
Yes, Mookie Betts.
On the side of MLB baseball is a professional bowler.
Yeah, he's good.
I wonder if he went to Stephen F. Austin.
I hope not, because this is what happened.
Yeah.
So Stephen F. Austin's lady bowling team had a female head coach. The lady bowlers. Amber Lemke is the head coach. She has a husband. Had a husband.
Oh God.
Stephen Lemke, who he started off as like a volunteer, and
that
because
sounds like a disease.
Lemke. Yeah, it does.
I have Lemke.
Or like a potato hash. I'm thinking of like latkes. Lemke latkes.
Don't bring the Jews into this.
But let me get this story, damn it. Listen to this. He was married to the head coach. He was like volunteering. She was so kind as to like bring him on as the assistant coach. What does this man do but stick his peen inside one of the freaking players?
The lady bowlers.
One of the lady bowlers. Dude.
He saw her handle that bowling ball and he said yes.
He said, this is the one. And what's insane to me is he didn't think Amber would find out. Like, apparently so what happened was Amber saw the communication going on between Steven and a player. The player hasn't been outed because for her privacy, but she saw a notification on the phone. Yeah, she ended up going through it. It was a text, yes. And they had been having this affair for a while. It wasn't just like a one-off thing.
An affair. Pulling a straight up Tiger Woods.
Dude, for real. But I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't really say like what the student was thinking at the time, but he essentially resigned. He had the option to either be fired or resign, so he chose to resign. Good choice. And basically he was saying, he had this quote to a local newspaper. I knew it was kind of a no-no, but there's not a rule saying it can't happen. That's how I imagine him saying it. I can't imagine it can't happen. There's not a law saying I'm not going to jail for doing something like this. There's nothing in stone. I guess it's just the ethics code. Like, we frown upon it, but there's no rule.
It's just frowned upon, Steven.
You and your chode can literally go to hell. I'm sorry. That's disgusting. Are you kidding me? I know it's a no-no. It's not written in stone. I want to slap you on your wrist.
There should be...
say no.
Idea.
Yes.
There should be a jail that's like, okay, it's not in the legal system.
Yeah.
But an ethical jail
There
for
should be an ethical
cheaters,
jail.
liars, manipulators,
Arsonists.
and people who cut you in line, because I hate
Oh,
that.
we hate it. Ooh, I'm getting so irked right now. But
Steven has jokes.
Steven Lemke can
Okay, this is
literally
bad
fuck
regardless.
off.
This is bad regardless.
Yeah.
Like a coach having an affair with a student.
Horrible.
Let alone your wife being the head coach.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for her. And like, she had no idea. Obviously, none of this is her fault. She had no idea. She's leading these wonderful lady bowlers to national championships. Like, they're doing
Congrats,
amazing.
ladies.
Seriously, but like, Steven had to go being a typical cheating dude.
Yeah.
Like,
But honestly, this stuff happens more often. Like, remember when we were in college, and this was never a confirmed story, but we played at Auburn a few times, and there was a whole scandal at Auburn softball, and I won't name names or anything.
Oh my God, it was
but
huge.
allegedly,
Look up Auburn softball scandal, and it'll pop up on your internet feed.
Allegedly, one of the assistant coaches impregnated one of the players, and she quit the team because she got pregnant, and he quit the team because he impregnated her.
It happened for sure. Okay, let's move on from this story because I think we could go like on and on about how dumb Steven Lemke is. Eat turd, Steven Lemke.
And you chode. Steven Lemke is a chode. You heard it here first.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to do this one?
Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Neymar, world famous soccer player, impregnated his fiance Bruna Biancardi, and so like super cute, like
a lot of kids about to be born.
Yes, there are a lot of children about to be born in this world. Anyway, they're like being cute, posting. They've been dating for a little bit. She's pregnant, whatever. This like article breaks that he is basically allowed to cheat in their relationship if he follows 3 golden rules.
3 golden rules of cheating.
Like, can we like get like an edit that's like the 3 golden rules,
like from SpongeBob?
Yeah. But this is according to a gossip website called M Off. But these are the 3 rules.
Golden rules.
First rule: must be discreet about the hookup. So like, it's not like he can be like leaving a club with the girl and like
discretion is key.
Paparazzi. Yep, discretion is key, but discretion that like she knows about because like. She wants to be informed.
She knows, but it can't be like a public event.
Correct. Okay. Golden rule number 2. Forbidden to be with sex workers and has to use a condom. So like, he can't have sex with like a stripper or that's their second rule.
I love that rule. That is a safe rule for everyone.
Everyone involved. I do appreciate it.
Because Bianca will be affected if no condom is used and if the sex worker has something dirty.
Yucky. Anyway,
rule
number 3.
I need to take a page out of Bianca's book.
No, this is insane to me, actually. Rule number 3, cannot kiss them on the mouth. So, like, at any point during, like, their hookup period, no mouth touching.
Okay, if you have this, then, like, really, like, what is the purpose?
Also, Bianca's not in the room. Maybe she is. Is she in the room, like, making no kissy? No kissy. Are you sure you don't work in sex?
Like the mom from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys need anything? Snacks?
A condom? It's like, oh my God. These rules are insane. Anyway, moving on from the rules, because that's just crazy in itself. Reportedly, he's free to flirt despite their commitment to each other. It's come out recently, though, in the last week. Neymar posted on Instagram, and it's all in his native language, but you can like hit the translate button, and it's basically this huge like apology letter to Bianca because supposedly he broke one of their 3 golden rules of cheating, and like she's upset and she's pregnant and like a whole thing. Kissy. I think he kissed.
But then I'm like, how do you know that? Did he admit it? Or even the other 2 rules, though, Bucky. The other 2 rules. How does she know he didn't use a condom? How does she know that maybe the
communication is really real open? I don't know.
It's either that or the only plausible rule to be broken is it wasn't discreet. Like maybe she saw a paparazzi photo.
That could have been true.
But other than that, the other 2, either their communication is really open or she does watch, because how else would you know if he uses a condom or kissed them?
I don't know. Unless he's like a really good communicator, which is like super rare.
The odds of that, Bucky?
Slim to none.
Slim to none. And we're on the side of none.
Side of none. Oh, but anyway, yeah, there's no like real update besides that. It's just that they had these 3 golden rules. He apologized because supposedly he broke one of the rules.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, obviously all these athletes have so much money and power and fame, but they all seem to have this like issue in their personal lives.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if you're to date them or like have kids with them or anything like that, you should at least have an inkling that this is potentially what might happen.
Yeah.
So like when something does happen like this, do you feel like you're able to be as mad as you would be? Or is it almost like you have to take a step back and say, well, they are so well known and rich and powerful that I have to kind of like, I should have known.
I think it should be like more known that it could happen, but like I do want to say, like I was thinking about this after some of our podcasts, I don't want to just like
them apart to shreds.
Yeah. I don't want to just like say all athletes are this, because I really do think it comes down to life goals.
Yeah.
Like your moral compass and like what is truly important to you in life. And like granted, like money, power, fame, that's all great, but like there are athletes out there that like do see a strong family unit as like something to achieve and be proud of, and like kudos to them. And like I was just thinking, like if I was in that position, even if I had all this money and power and fame, maybe my mindset would change. But I know for me, and I know for you too, because we've had these conversations, like family is something that's so important to both of us, and like loyalty and like building with the same group of people, right? Mm-hmm. So like for this to continue happening, it's almost like I feel sad for the people that are doing all this cheating, because it's like you may have all this other stuff, but you're really lacking this huge part of your life that is so important.
Right.
That's that on Neymar.
Okay, well, hopefully they figure that out, because there's a baby coming regardless.
Dude, I literally regardless. She's on her way.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next, Amanda Lynn?
I want you to do this last story and then I'll do the other one.
Oh my God, me so much?
Because you're the Zolcialk Biermann girl.
Guys, don't get sick of me
back.
yet, I promise. They're back.
Zolcialk Biermanns are back in the news.
They're back, and it's going to be super duper quick. Just a little update though. Kim, this was back on June 16th. So this was, if I do some math, less than 2 weeks ago. Less than 2 weeks ago, Kim Zolcialk called 911 claiming that Croy is accusing her of trying to kidnap their own son. So basically...
Is that... Okay. Keep going. Please keep going.
Kim told her, like, best friend... like neighbor friend, another wealthy housewife, that she could come and pick up her son, I believe it was KJ, for a play date with the other woman's child. And Croy allegedly like flipped out when this woman showed up and was quote unquote threatening to file kidnapping reports against the woman. And apparently it later came out that he like did not like this lady like at all. Like he, for whatever reason, didn't trust her. Sure. No, she wasn't on the show. I'm just saying, like, she's probably just a general rich lady. Because, I mean, have you seen the neighborhood they live in? It's crazy.
The debt neighborhood.
Yeah, the debt neighborhood. But, yeah.
Speaking of, can I just make another correction? We're learning as we go along on this podcast.
This is a learning curve.
Okay. And when we were talking about them the first time and how much in debt they were, Bucky did mention that they were $1.1 million in debt according to the IRA, right? Is that what you said?
I did say IRA.
Right. Well, I got word from one of our listeners, thank you, listener, that IRA stands for the Irish Republican Army.
I like
IRS.
And this is like when I said FERPA and like FUBAR. Like, I don't even know.
We were nervous our first few episodes.
I was so nervy. I'm sorry.
So just correction, apologies to the IRS. We know you are the ones that are owed $1.1 million, not the Irish Republican Army.
Oh my God. Words are hard though.
They're hard.
But anyway, Kim says her friend freaked out and it left her son in tears. Although that she admitted when she called, she's like, yo, this is not an emergency, but I want this on like police record. Kim said it herself. She didn't.
She didn't say that.
At its face value, it seems as though Kim just wanted it on the police's radar.
Right.
So that's that. There's no really, like, it didn't really come of anything.
It just seems like the two of them, like, I know divorces get messy and all that.
But this is insane.
Yeah. This is insane. This is, like, it's every... She just tried to sing, and I don't know if you guys heard that.
I hope it sounded good. I've always wanted to hear myself on microphone.
No, okay, we'll find out eventually. But it seems like every week they come up with something new that one of them is, it's like a tit for tat. Like, Roy says something, then Kim says something, and back and forth and back and forth. And like, I know divorce is messy, but I wonder why this divorce is like so messy in particular.
From what I understand, I heard money does that to people. Like money. Like if money. We wouldn't know. But that's all we have on that. Let's move on to this next one because we just got wind of this in the office.
In between recording, the boys of 680 were talking about it, and I said, hold that thought.
We need to talk about this.
Let me talk about this.
Yeah.
So, again, we know her. We love her. We've seen her on OnlyFans.com. Moriah Mills, baby.
Mills, yeah.
She's unbanned. Actually, I'm sorry, that's not true. She's not unbanned. She created a burner account.
Oh, she did?
I don't know if she's had this account. This is on Instagram. I don't know if she's had this account.
What's her handle?
This one, the regular one is Moriah Mills. That one's banned. Moriah Mills on Twitter, also banned. This is Moriah Mills on Instagram, not banned. Seems to be a burner account. The photo is of a man. But they have 416,000 followers.
Oh, my gosh.
And all the posts are Moriah Mills.
Okay.
And her fat donk.
Badonkadonk.
Her badonkadonk. Anyways, on her burner account, this is allegedly her account. She posted, let me see how long ago this was. 2 hours ago now, guys.
Breaking news.
This is the most recent breaking news we've had on this podcast. Breaking news 2 hours ago. This is Moriah Mills posted on their Instagram story a video of a positive pregnancy test. She's pregnant. Her and Akima are going to be due just around the corner from each other.
Like Irish twins.
Yes, Irish twins. So allegedly, per this Instagram story, you guys, Zion is now having a baby with Moriah Mills as well. Ooh. All she posted on her Instagram story was the pregnancy test with the 2 lines.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Horrifying.
But, so there's no like confirmation. There's no, she could have bought a fake pregnancy test.
She could have had like a friend.
She could have someone else
on the stick.
Her immediately. Like anyone off the street, a homeless man, just because she needed the story. She could be pregnant, but who knows if it's Zion's. All to say though, allegedly Moriah Mills is pregnant.
You heard it here first,
and
folks.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually shocks me. Like, I know she's going crazy, and her first initial tweet when she found everything out was like, I'm late, you better not hope.
Yeah, whatever, you better hope I'm not pregnant too.
Mm-hmm. But I thought she was just
saying that.
Do you think this is real? What's your instant gut reaction?
My instant gut reaction is that she's not pregnant by him. I think she might be pregnant.
Okay.
I think she's gonna like call for a paternity test, or like I think maybe she might be pulling some sort of stunt. I don't know if she's pregnant by him.
What's interesting about her is like she's famous in her own right. Like she was famous before this as well. Mm-hmm. So do you think she is so hung up on Zion for some reason? Like it's hard for me to believe that Zion is the only person she was like dating, hooking up with, whatever. Like, why is she so hung up on him in particular?
I think she's hung up on the fame it's bringing her. I don't think she's hung up by him.
It sure is.
I think she's like loving this, even though it's like publicity, like negative publicity, it's still publicity. Yeah. And I think she's enjoying this like longer than 15 seconds of fame. Like this has been a lot.
It's been so much.
So, yeah.
Okay, well,
all right, Moriah,
we're going to keep our eyes on you, girl.
If there's a baby shower coming up, I'm going to freak out.
Freak out. Well, I guess only time will tell with
only
this one.
Only time will tell. Okay.
Next story. This one's been in the news for quite some time, but recently it's really come to fruition. Mm-hmm. So we all know Alix Earle.
Well, just recently.
Queen.
Yes, TikTok queen. Just recently, though, it was confirmed, but yes.
Yes. Well, so Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios. Braxton Berrios is an NFL star. Mm-hmm. He was dating Sophia Culpo, which is Olivia Culpo's sister. Mm-hmm. They were dating for 2 years, and they dated from 2021 to March 2023. In March 2023 of this year, people were speculating that they might have broken up. And then she posted on TikTok in March, hanging out with her older sister, Aurora. There's a lot of Culpos.
There's so many Culpo sisters.
She posted a TikTok hanging out with Aurora Culpo, who's 33. I think that's the oldest sister. And she posted a TikTok saying the single sisters.
Aurora Culpo is single too?
Yes.
You heard it here, guys. If there's any boys.
Olivia's not. She's with she's with Christian McCaffrey, NFL star as well.
Yeah.
And they actually just got engaged, so congratulations.
Oh, beautiful. Congrats.
So that's kind of how people started, okay, she's single because she posted on TikTok the single sisters.
Okay.
Well, at this time, Alix Earle had already risen to fame, And there was speculation that Braxton and Earle were hanging out because Alix documents all the things she's doing. And like there was like picture or like videos of his arm and stuff. And you know how the sleuths are. They just figured out that it was probably Braxton Berrios that she was with because she would make like get ready with me's for dates and stuff like that. People speculated it was Braxton. Now, because they were speculating with the timeline is that apparently Braxton probably like left Sophia for Alix, or at least Alix was in the picture at the same time as the breakup. Okay. So there was a weird, messy timeline of like Earle versus
what happened first.
Sophia Culpo with Braxton Berrios. I'm sorry, what kind of a name is Braxton? Like, doesn't that
Braxton
sound
Hicks.
like a beanie baby? Like
a beanie baby?
Or like something like
Braxton
like
Hicks is like when you're pregnant and like you're having like
it's a disease?
Yeah, it's like an actual Braxton Hicks is like
Braxton sounds like someone who might wear a scarf.
Braxton,
take that scarf off right now.
Take it
damn
off.
It.
Take it off, Braxton. Because you're proving us right.
Right. Well, so Alix Earle used to date Tyler Wade, which last episode I made, or was it this episode? Guys, it's been a long day.
It has.
Tyler Wade, not Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line. Yeah. Alix Earle and Tyler Wade used to date. He's a former Yankee, so she likes the athletes. Alix Earle, please come to the Bench Riders podcast.
Yeah.
She used to date Tyler Wade, and apparently they broke up. I think it was sometime last year because he would like get mad at her for making her TikToks and like thought it was like cringy that she would record everything. Yeah. Which I get there's guys out there like that, but this is Alix Earle and she's making millions of dollars. She's making millions
and she's hot as shit. So what else do you want?
She's born with double D's, Tyler Wade. Let her do what she wants.
Fubble D's, but still double D's.
Well, still.
I'm just saying.
So they broke up, and immediately after her breakup and Braxton's breakup with Sophia, the two of them, Braxton and Alix, were kind of spotted canoodling, but it was never confirmed. Mm-hmm. Well, as of this weekend, the two of them went public, very, very public, at the Palm Tree Music Festival. Mm-hmm. They went together, and there was tons of videos all over TikTok of Alix and Braxton vibing, dancing, having fun.
Being cute.
And honestly, they did look really cute together. Yeah. I don't personally think Braxton, he's not my type.
No, he's not that cute.
I see why a girl would like him. He is an NFL player, and he's like very like pretty boy.
He's a pretty boy vibe, and like he seems like shorter and like skinnier, but like he's fine.
Yeah.
Not our vibe.
Not our vibe, because she likes, what did you call them? Burly men?
I love burly men.
She loves a burly man.
I'm getting there.
I hang out with her too much.
You're getting there. She's getting there. She's coming over to my side.
It's a good side to be on.
But
they basically hard launched at this music festival. Per some of Alix's videos, his like hand was in it or his shoes were in it, so people like kind of put two and two together. But on top of that, they just went to the festival together, and all the people that knew who they were just took pictures, videos. It was all over the place. They were there together. Okay. So they basically hard launched this weekend, to which Alix responded on some of the TikToks of people videoing them saying, quote, "We're not even dating, but just hard for me not to share stuff with you guys." Okay. Well, unfortunately for Sophia obviously got wind of this. And it's now deleted, the TikTok. But when this first happened over the weekend, Sophia made a TikTok with...
That's why people can't like... Why are we going to TikTok and like, you will regret this?
I know.
That's so embarrassing and cringe.
So the caption of the TikTok was, "Give it a few, but call me when the love bombing ends. I got you. Hashtag girls girl." And like, I get that to an extent. Like
hashtag girls girl.
It probably did go poorly, like at the end.
Probably.
But that's how all relationships
That's
go,
how it's
until it's the one.
That's literally, it's either you're gonna break up or you're getting married.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
Yeah.
And so
everyone, even if you're married out there dating someone, your boyfriend or husband was a dick to however many people he dated.
So many people before.
Probably. Like most likely.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately Braxton was a dick to her. I'm sure he was.
I'm sure he was.
But like if for some reason, which I think Alix is less into him. Like I think he's more into Alix.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think she's literally living her life, which I love for her. And so...
Well, and then he posted on Instagram, correct?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
He posted a story on Instagram basically just saying like I don't even like to like address this stuff, which respect, because like it's actually insane. No offense to Sophia, but like it's kind of her fault that she's like taking this all like public like this. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
But he basically was like, I I don't like to like address this stuff publicly. Like I like to keep my private life private, but because it's been taken into like social media, I feel like I need to say like we ended, like we were having troubles. We ended amicably. So I'm shocked to find out that like other parties are not seeing it as amicable and are saying there's overlap when there's no overlap, basically.
Okay. So he's kind of denying what Sophia's saying, which is fair, but it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. If you're going to go and date a Sophia Culpo or an Alix Earle, an influencer who documents everything and has cameras on them at all times, like I feel like you have to kind of expect that if you date them and you break up, whatever happened between you guys is probably going to come to light at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Same thing with dating an athlete. So
yeah, I
get what he's saying. Apparently there was miscommunication with the breakup if he's saying that, but he also could just be saying that.
She could just be saying that.
I mean, it's always like there's three sides to every story. There's his side, her side, and the truth.
And the truth.
So it's probably somewhere in the middle. It's unfortunate it happened that way, but moral of the story, Alix Earle's vibing, Braxton's vibing, Sophia's devastated. My heart is with Sophia.
But like there's so many more opportunities.
Blondes prevail.
The blondes, damn it. The brunettes take a hit on this one. Unless you're Aaron.
We should like start
blondes versus brunette.
Yeah, we should have like a scoreboard in here.
Ooh, we
for,
should.
Every time there's an athlete that's clearly a blondes guy or clearly a brunette guy.
Yes. Yeah. I love that idea. That's fantastic.
We're pretty even right now.
Yes. Before we move on to our next one, break real quick. I really have to pee.
Okay.
Sorry, I felt bad for interrupting him.
He's fine. Okay.
All right, so Alix Earle, now we're moving on. Ready.
Okay. Our last story of the day is one brought to us by Barstool Sports and one of their employees, Jack.
Okay.
On TikTok, I saw him bring this to the surface, and I think it was brought to the surface because Florida baseball was just in the national championship against LSU. They lost.
Ooh.
But apparently, there's a very juicy, intense, sad, crazy story attached to the Florida head baseball coach.
Yeah.
And that story goes that the Florida head baseball coach is now married to a former bat boy of the Florida baseball team. I'm sorry.
Bat boy's mom.
I'm sorry.
Bat boy's mom.
This is why you can't take pee breaks.
A former bat boy? Can you imagine the insanity?
I'm so sorry. I'm crying.
No, that would have like ESPN in a chokehold. Like if that happened. Oh my God. Okay. That's a funny oopsie. That's a funny oopsie.
Okay. I'm sweating now. Yeah, the bat boy's mom. Okay. Well, don't laugh at this story.
Sorry. No, it's a sad story. I'm listening.
His new wife, the bat boy's mother, allegedly, her ex-husband found out that she was having an affair with the head coach. Okay. The ex-husband, killed their kids, shot them both, two sons, and then himself, and then set the house on fire.
Dude, that's insane. That is crazy. That's very sad.
And you know what? This all happened before they got married. This was over the affair itself. So he found out that she was having an affair with the coach. He killed their kids and himself. And then she went on to marry him. Because she probably... I don't want to comment too much on it because it's really sad. But at that point, I almost feel like you got to see it through because it's like... She lost everything. Yeah. That is so insanely just... And you know what? That guy, I hope he is just... not well.
Rotting and downstairs.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. Oh, God. How do you move on from that? That's
I don't know. This is why we don't talk about sad things on our podcast because the nature of our podcast is like...
I know. We get stuck on it and then it's like hard to keep going. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay.
All right.
So, we're doing another dating history breakdown and as promised... Let me reiterate, we did not do the Tiger cheating scandal justice.
Oh my God, we did
simply
a horrible job.
And I want to apologize to everyone.
I want to apologize to everyone. We both apologize to everyone.
We apologize to everyone because not only did he cheat, but the details of this are so just like mind-blowing, but the intricacies are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are.
And I wanted to bring it back to you. And instead of a dating history breakdown, we're going to do a mistress breakdown.
The mistress breakdown, because cheating breakdown.
You guys, there are 14 confirmed. Those are just the confirmed ones.
So there's more for sure.
And I have a little bit of a bio on each of them. that I will run through for you today. So just to recap, Tiger Woods married, it was Elin, not Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Elin Nordegren in 2004, a beautiful Swedish model.
So pretty. We were just looking at pictures of her last night. She's gorgeous.
And then in 2009, news broke that he was having an affair. Now, before I get into the mistresses, I just wanted to give a quick timeline of like the actual how the cheating scandal came out.
Okay.
So November 23rd, 2009, Tiger was busted in the press for cheating. The National Enquirer reported that Woods had been having an affair with a New York nightclub promoter, Rachel Uchitel, who we did mention last time.
Yeah, we did mention her.
That included racy texts between the two. Okay. In that article, Rachel said, "We're in love. I don't care about his wife."
Yeah. Which.
So, Rachel, here's maybe a story where the woman is in the wrong.
She's definitely.
Rachel, that wasn't.
She was for sure
not
in the
a great
wrong.
move.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happened November 23rd, 2009. November 27th, around midnight, 2009, which was Thanksgiving, by the way, Woods reportedly told a friend that Elin had, quote, gone ghetto over the Enquirer story. So I don't know.
Is this after she hit his car? Or is this before?
This is before.
So she was upset about the story.
So the story broke.
Obviously.
And his response to a friend was, "She's gone ghetto."
Well, I would go ghetto too.
We all would.
I would be pissed off.
We would all go ghetto. Okay. That same night at 2:30 a.m., one of Woods' neighbors in Florida called 911 saying that he crashed his Cadillac into a tree and is lying on the ground outside the vehicle. And he was taken to a hospital in, quote, serious condition. Okay. That same day, the police released a report indicating that he was drifting in and out of consciousness when they arrived at that scene. And they told the Orlando Centennial that Elin heroically rescued him from the vehicle by bashing the rear window of the SUV with a 9-iron. That's where the 9-iron came from. That was the stories that she was trying to say.
That she was saying that she was trying to get him out of the car because he crashed. But
that was on November 27th. But on November 28th, you guys, the real news, quote unquote, real news broke via TMZ that Elin had scratched up Tiger's face in an argument before he attempted to flee in that vehicle. And Elin was actually attacking the SUV with the 9-iron as he attempted to escape.
See, we completely just
agree. No, I'm just kidding.
We didn't know this. Like, no, it took a lot of like digging to uncover all of this like
did
timeline.
Our homework on this
we
one
like
now.
Really looked into this because like she said, like we were like all like we were kids when this broke,
right?
And so there's actually so much to this cheating scandal. It's actually insane.
Yeah. So just to sum up the timeline real quick, the next day on the 29th. He realized he was caught and he made a statement, a very weak statement, but he made a statement and said, quote, "The situation is my fault. I'm human and I'm not perfect. This is a private matter and want to keep it that way."
Right. Because during this time, I will add in real quick, because I want to be able to get through the mistresses without taking too long. But I will say, in between the time of that happening and this, there were 2 other ladies that came forward, not just Rachel Uchitel. There was like 2 other ladies that had come forward, which prompted him to say, oh, okay, like I fessed to this.
Yeah.
Basically.
So that's like the timeline of what actually happened. She did come at him with a 9-iron. Allegedly, when this came out, she ended up calling Rachel Uchitel. She took Tiger's phone, called Rachel.
I would want to hear from her too.
Rachel answered because thought it was Tiger. Yeah. Got her on the phone, got her to admit it word for word. So Elin was obviously heartbroken, but she like did her homework too.
Yeah,
like,
she did.
Like, she was like, "Let me make sure," and she called the Mistress number 1 right up.
Yep, good.
And got her confirmation. So
because she needed to hear word for word. That's how it needs to be done.
So I just really wanted to break down the 14 confirmed mistresses, how they met, and when this affair began. So keep in mind that he married Elin in 2004.
Okay.
And I'm going to run you through the 14 mistresses. So the most known one that I just mentioned, Rachel Uchitel, allegedly, their affair began in June 2009. Uchitel, who reportedly has hundreds of text messages with him, denied it at first, saying, quote, "We have never had an affair, talked on the phone, or sent any type of text, sexy or not." But after her lawyer canceled a scheduled press conference during which Uchitel was expected to come clean about the affair, reports surfaced that a 7-figure payoff from Tiger Woods was going to Rachel Uchitel
to keep
her quiet.
Which goes along with what we talked about 2 episodes ago with his NDA.
Right.
Like he was obviously trying to silence all these mistresses.
Yeah, he was definitely a silencer.
Yeah.
But eventually she admitted it, and she said she was, like, I forget the quote exactly, but it was like blinded by the love or addicted to the love or whatever. So I wonder if she got her money. That he was.
I hope for her sake she got the money out of all this nonsense.
So that's Mistress number 1. Mistress number 2, Jamie Grubbs. Their affair began in 2007, so 2 years before Rachel. Grubbs, the second woman linked to Tiger Woods in the press, was the first to openly admit to having been sexually involved with him. She was an actress, a kind of like a low-key actress who previously appeared on VH1's Tool Academy. And she told Us Weekly that her and Tiger had sex 20 times since 2007.
Can we just say, you know how we were saying, like, we want to wait 10 years? You said you want to wait 10 years. This is not even 3 years into their marriage.
I know.
Not even 3.
I know.
That's insane to me.
Well, as I keep going, you're going to feel even more insane.
I'm sorry. I might say some sassy comments. I'll sit back for now.
No,
Go
please.
ahead.
I want your comments.
Because it actually pisses me off.
No,
like, he's obviously got a problem.
She's getting red over here in her chair.
I hate cheaters.
Men. Yes, cheaters. Sorry. Cheaters.
Like, you're going to get caught, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to get caught.
But apparently Grubbs had reportedly received $150,000 for the rights to that story.
Wow.
And he never confirmed the affair, but that is Jamie Grubbs' story.
Okay.
Mistress number 3, Kalika Moquin, I think is how you say it.
Okay.
Their affair began October 2009 or before, which is very close to Rachel Uchitel. He was just racking them up in 2009. But Us Weekly reported that according to a reliable source, Tiger met Kalika at a Las Vegas event in 2006, and they spent the night of October 22nd, 2009 together at Tiger's MGM Grand Suite. So Kalika's statement is, quote, "It's not appropriate for me to comment one way or the other," whatever that means. According to the sports blog Deadspin, she also procured women for Woods while he was on tour, meaning she brought him women.
What's insane to me is they met in 2006 and they didn't have sex allegedly. Until 2009. So you kept in contact with this lady for 3 years?
You're lying.
That's liar.
Well, the next one, Jamie Jungers, they began their affair in 2004, Bucky. That's the
So they weren't even married for a year. Why did he get married then? I would want to know why he got married.
I don't know. I mean, Elin was clearly the favorite, but that doesn't stop him from wanting other options. You can like ice cream, but also want cookies.
That's a thing. Oh my God. Don't put it in dessert terms because it makes sense.
So Jamie Jungers was the 4th alleged mistress to surface. She was named in the British tabloid The Mirror. Her former fiance said, I quote, "I knew Tiger had come on to her and asked for her number. I knew that he called her whenever he came to Las Vegas, but she insisted that nothing was going on." She was a former model for Trashy Girls lingerie, which is very, very telling. So that's Jamie Jungers for you.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thanks, Jamie. Moving on.
And then next up on the list, Mindy Lawton. April 2006 is when they began. The most outspoken of his alleged mistresses is Mindy Lawton. Mindy reportedly met Tiger at a Perkins restaurant.
I'm going to stop you because when Amanda told me this, that they met at a Perkins, you guys, I think all Perkins in the United States are closed down, but Perkins was like an upscale Denny's. Like, you're telling me Tiger Woods met a mistress at an upscale Denny's? But continue.
Well, it says she was an $8 per hour waitress, and according to her, their relationship soon turned into an intimate affair with regular rendezvous in his mansion in Florida.
Oh, wow.
And even in the backseat of his Cadillac in a church parking lot. What would God say about this?
Cadillacs. He wouldn't be happy for sure.
She said in an interview that she alluded to rough antics and then later realized that all he wanted was sex.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
He's married.
Uh-huh. She also claimed to have come forward with details of the affair because she, quote, wanted his wife to know what a cheat he's been. So she became a girl's girl there at the end.
Okay.
After the damage was done.
After it was already done.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Next up, Corey Rist. January 2008 is when they started. he's doing so much overlapping. It's kind of hard to like keep
actually
track of.
insane that the fact that this man had so many females is actually like proving insanity in my opinion. Like that is so many people.
Clinically addicted to women.
Yeah, but like how are you able to like have that many people and keep them straight?
It's insane.
Okay.
So Corey Rist, their affair started in January 2008. Corey and Tiger met at a Manhattan's Butter nightclub.
Oh,
whatever that means.
What
I think
does
that's the
that
name of the
mean?
nightclub. Manhattan's Butter nightclub. They ran into each other at a party. Woods allegedly began flying Rist to meet him while he was on tour. Tiger would typically get a large suite at a hotel. Someone would book Corey an adjacent room so she wouldn't be seen coming in and out of his room.
Wow.
Corey,
So there's other people in on this shit, which is actually so upsetting.
Yeah. It's like, what is it in legal jargon when there's like an accomplice to the crime?
Accomplice.
There's accomplices out there who will not be named, and they never will be, but there definitely were.
I'm disappointed.
Next up, we talked about last time, Holly Sampson, the porn star. They don't know. There's no confirmed date on when they allegedly started their affair. Okay. But she was named a mistress by Daily Mail, which reported that the porn star was, quote, not denying she bedded Tiger. In a video, she admitted it in May 2009 for the adult website Naughty America.
Oh, wow.
Sampson admitted to having, quote, protected sex. So there's a pro. Protected sex with Tiger at his bachelor party. At his bachelor party.
I'm about to walk out of this freaking room right now. I cannot. I actually am getting upset. Like, it's making my tummy hurt. I'm getting sad and angry.
We're almost halfway through.
This is so... We're almost halfway through. Is that what you said?
Yeah, there's 3 names unknown. God. So 3 names redacted. One starting in 2004, year he got married. One, Bucky, in 2000. 4 years before he got married, they were still together.
Not technically...
that one we'll take off the list.
We'll take it
Make
off the list, Tigre. However, still no bueno if you're dating Elin.
And then
continue.
one unknown, but those were all reported on in the documents.
Wow.
3 name unknowns. Next, Veronica Siwick Daniels, also known as Jocelyn James. Date of affair unknown, but according to a sports blog, Deadspin, which we mentioned earlier, Veronica was Woods', quote, full-time mistress for years. An unnamed VIP concierge points to her recent Facebook update, which reads, quote, I find it comical when certain individuals have no life of their own and want to be me so terribly bad.
No one wants to be you, Veronica. You're just a number in the numbers game, honey.
You're one of 13, baby. Why is your hat like that?
Because I'm shocked and saddened for Elin because, like, I didn't know all this. Like, this is actually just shocking.
I know.
Shocking.
3 more to go through.
Okay.
Lauradina Foriolo, a.k.a. Lauradina Jolie.
Lauradana.
Sorry, maybe you should read the names. I can't.
It's okay.
Their affair was 2006, 2007. Hollywood Madame. What is a madame? Is that like
Madame, like a lady.
Like a pimp?
Madame?
No.
That's French for like madam, like
sorry.
mademoiselle.
Okay. Well, Hollywood Madame Michelle Braun claims to have set up Tiger with former Playboy pinup Loredana. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Loredana. Fariolo. 4 or 5 times at that. He paid her $15,000 per evening with the model.
Loredana's doing it right.
She also said that Woods would pay up to $60,000 for group sex with Fariolo and other high-priced prostitutes. So he was a buyer. He was in the market.
That's honestly kind of more embarrassing.
That you'd pay for it?
He's buying
it's Tiger Woods.
You're Tiger Woods if like people should just want to.
Well, they do.
But he's paying.
Hey, if Tiger Woods wanted to, or an athlete wanted to, but also was offering money.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, 2 more. Julie Postel in 2004. So this is now 3 girls in the year he got married. Yeah.
Oh my God.
In 2004, according to the New York Post, former Orlando bartender Brian Kimbrough claimed that Tiger stole his then-girlfriend Julie Postel in 2004. Kimbrough said that Tiger would call Postel on her cell phone and that she kept his number under the name Mr. Brightside. Can you look up when Mr. Brightside came out, the song?
Oh my God, what if it's the same year?
Her lawyer declined to comment on the matter. And declining a comment always means guilt.
2004. 2004.
We need to name this episode 2004.
That's funny because my Bachelor of the Week was born in 2004.
That is a baby.
He's legal. He's legal.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Oh my God. Mr. Brightside. How original, Julie.
Oh my God.
Okay. And Tiger's final confirmed.
I hope you guys are still hanging on with us.
I hope you're listening to this. I'm sorry. This is
insane.
fault.
This is Tiger's fault. Blame Tiger.
The last one is Teresa Rogers, date unknown. But Tiger's affair with Teresa Rogers allegedly began before his marriage with Elin and continued for 5 years. The report claims that she is being represented by Gloria Allred, who is also representing Rachel Uchitel, mistress number 1.
If I was Elin, obviously it's like you have your children out of the whole ordeal, so whatever. Like you feel blessed that you have your kids, as I've heard mothers say. However, at this point, it's fucking game over.
It's bad. And you want to know one more tidbit? So those are the 14 known mistresses. There's probably plenty of others, but those are the ones that came forward. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Elin and him got divorced final in 2010. And remember how last time we told you about his most recent girlfriend that broke up with him via the, what act was it? Speak Now Act?
Oh, yeah.
So we also missed this tidbit. She's also suing him for $30 million. And did, in fact, allege sexual assault. So this will be the last time we bring up Tiger because we are now anti-Tiger Woods. However, it is a very interesting...
Oh, it's an interesting story,
crazy
for sure.
Story about just like what goes in the minds of not only Tiger, but all the girls that he cheated with because like he's such a public figure.
Yeah.
They have to know he's married, at least the ones that were picked up past 2004.
Wow.
But for $15,000, no, I'm just kidding.
I know.
The fact that he was also, it's just like the intricacies of it are actually insane. So we wanted to go over it one last time with you guys.
It deserved to be unwrapped a little more, and we did just that.
We deserved to bash him one more time.
We're putting it in a box, and I'm throwing it down the Chattahoochee because I never want to see it again. I'm so mad.
The box is burned. The box is burned down. Hit it with a 9-iron.
Yeah, gone, baby.
Anyways.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck out there, Tiger.
Bad luck to you, I send. Okay. All right, let's do our Bachelors of the Week. Mine is a relatively quick one, but I just thought it's interesting because this guy was born in 2004. This is not on purpose.
What?
This is not on purpose. It's not for me. It's for our younger listeners, obviously. But
or you in a later date.
I don't know if I could date a dunger. A younger dude.
Okay.
Like, because obviously they're already
mine's
immature.
also younger.
Oh my God, we got young guys this week.
Cougar Town.
Okay,
you first.
All right, so this guy's name is Caleb Wiley. Yes, born in 2004, so he's 19. He first crossed my radar because Amanda and I, like we said last episode, went to an Atlanta United game, and he is one of their starting players. And
guys, when they went and introduced their like starting lineup, there was not a guy I didn't cheer for.
She literally, as they were naming the roster, she's like, write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Like, I was writing down every single name.
Except the bald guy.
Yeah, except for the bald man.
But he was married with the kids.
Yes, it didn't matter. But yeah, so he was actually born here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
He is
hero.
Yeah, he's 5'11". Obviously, because he's 19, he didn't go to college. Like, he just went straight to these football clubs. Yeah. But he's doing really good. He's a starting player.
Soccer boys make money, too.
They do make money.
He's 19.
Because he's so young, I feel like he could have the opportunity to, like, make it bigger, like in like the Premier Leagues and like do stuff. Yeah. So that's all. I mean, you guys can look him up. His Instagram handle is, hold on, let me get him pulled up here. It is Caleb, CALEB Wiley, WILEY. He has under 10K. He has 9,884 followers.
So doable.
He's following 500. I definitely think it's doable. As of right now, there is no girlfriend I am seeing. His pictures are, I mean, he's very athletic as I'm just scrolling.
Aren't all the athletes that
and he seems really humble. Like, he's like saying, truly a dream come true. So happy to have made my MLS debut and scored my first career goal. And he just like, he's a hometown hero for Atlanta. So I'm going to give him like an 8. I like, he's obviously very young for us.
Sure.
but he's like a cutie.
By the time I'm 30 and he's, what is that, 24? That's, okay, when I'm 40 and he's 34, oh God, I don't want to think about that.
Think so.
Let's not play this game. But younger girls, younger listeners,
guys
please frickin' just
reach out to him. He has like not that many followers. He's a cutie. He's from Atlanta. Like, I feel like he's a good Bachelor of the Week. So I'm gonna start you
guys. That's the first time I've said I love that for you guys. And not
guys.
For me. I love these guys for you guys.
Yeah.
Because mine is also younger. So.
Okay.
And ironically, his name is Bryce Young. We all know him. We all love him. He was the QB at Alabama. I went big this time. QB at Alabama, just got drafted #1 overall to the Panthers.
Okay.
So he's now the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers in the NFL. He's 21 years old.
A baby.
But Bryce Young, 21 years old, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, plays for the Panthers. He's quarterback, as I said. He originally, this is a red flag, he originally committed to USC to play football in college, but then he changed his mind to go to Alabama, which I'm always.
So he's not loyal.
There's nothing really loyal about a guy that changes his mind like that. But also, I get it. It's Alabama.
But also, I literally did the same thing, so I understand. I changed my college.
Not me, baby.
We stayed tried
I got
and
tunnel
true.
vision over here. He's a Heisman Trophy winner.
Wow.
He's like one of the best quarterbacks allegedly to ever come through Alabama, and now plays for the Panthers. Other than that, I warn you that he does have 422,000 followers. Oof. Super cute at 21.
Oh, he's a cutie. Yeah.
And clearly very good at football and clearly making that bag.
Making that money.
But I will say, just because of his status of fame, I would be careful with this one. We might have another tiger on our hands.
We might have a tigre, so just watch out.
But other than that, he hasn't done anything negative in the press as of yet. Seems like a good option. I'm going to give him a 7.9 out of 10. So slide in at your risk.
Yeah.
But
I think these are both good options.
They're both good options.
To wrap up, we have some sports recap for you guys to let you know what's coming up in the world of sports. Yeah. First off, Wimbledon.
Still going on.
It's still going on.
We don't know what happened yet because we're recording this a little bit early.
This literal same day, but I believe it ends on the 16th of July. Yes. So it's still rocking and rolling.
Those tennis boys are tennising.
They are tennising hard. What else, Amanda?
The Open Championship of Golf. Where is that taking place?
So this is happening in England, and it's from July 16th to July 23rd. Over the pond.
Right?
Right by Love Island.
Love Island.
We love Love Island. But that's a song for another time.
On Love Island.
All right, last but not least,
the Braves are away. They're in Cleveland and Tampa. Tampa's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
This is right before the All-Star break, too. So after this episode, the Braves will be in the All-Star game. Acuna's already in. They're still voting. I think voting closes at the end of this week. But there's going to be a ton of Braves in the All-Star game because they freaking rock.
They're rocking and rolling.
What else? I made a friend who is a photographer for the MLB, and she said that the Braves, like, as a team, are the nicest, like, most wholesome guys. Aww. And she's worked on different teams. Yeah. And she said the Braves are, like, the nicest people that she's met. Yay. Which makes me feel even better about them and love them even more.
That's great.
Yay, I think
Braves.
My Dodgers era is over, and I think this is my official statement that I'm a Braves fan.
That's huge.
It's big.
I'm getting there.
Sorry, Nana.
Sorry, Nana. But yeah. Well,
thanks for riding yet again.
Thanks for riding with us. This was fun. I enjoyed this episode.
We should do 2-a-days every time.
I love it.
I love it for us.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Good luck, Zion.